Welcome to Wyoming Country Living, where the skies stretch wide, the porch is always open, and the critters just keep coming. We're Kim and Chris, empty nesters who traded East Coast hustle for the wild peace of Wyoming. Each week, we're tackling homestead projects, wrangling our growing animal crew, and learning to live the country life one adventure at a time. Be sure to hit that like button and follow along so you don't miss a moment. And stick around till the end for our front porch question of the week. We're saving you a seat. All right, I was going to try to set up the playpen for the new chicks to come out and play outside, but the ground is so hard I can't get any stakes in and they'll blow away. So we're going to try to let them hang out with Nugget and see how that goes. There's one. Try to get the other ones and bring them out here with her. And Rivers decided she likes to eat chicken poop, so I'm going to try to get her out before I put more chickens in. All right, I think I've decided I'm just going to bring two out for this first experiment, because when it's time to put them away, I don't really want to spend the whole afternoon chasing them around. So we'll let these guys play. Nugget seems to be pretty tolerant so far. I think they're about ready to be outside on their own. They seem to be fully feathered, although while they look really big inside the brooder box next to Nugget, who herself is a pretty small chicken, they are still pretty tiny compared to Nugget. So we'll just let them get some outside time, and they've found Nugget's treats that I gave her this morning. So we'll let these two hang out, see how it goes. All right, beautiful spring day, a little bit breezy, but it's Wyoming. So I have two different projects that I hope to accomplish before I lose sunshine today. The first is to repair this area. So last year I planted, 3 or 4 different bushes in here, and then used the fabric to try to be a weed deterrent, and then covered it with mulch. Well, we are well less than a year since I did it, and it's kind of a disaster. That's all the mulch that is left because it has blown away. This whole bed I did also have covered in mulch, very little left. So I'm going to make some repairs to this today. I'm very happy that this peony has really popped back to life. It didn't do great last year. I never even got any flowers, but this one has some buds. And then, can't remember what plant this was, but it's not doing great. That one's coming back. That's a columbine, I believe. This is some kind of bush that does not look great, but it's hard to say. This one I got on the clearance rack at Lowe's. It's a burning bush, and so I brought it back to life last year, but then Teddy keeps digging, so Rip, hey! So I'm going to refill the soil to protect the roots, put the fabric back on, and then use lava rocks. Hopefully Teddy won't dig then. Precisely why mulch won't work, because gusts of wind like that, there wasn't even calling for wind today, and that's what we get. All right, so here's what it looks like. Definitely looks better. Definitely underestimated the amount of bags of lava rock that I need. So I'm trying to remember how many plants I put in here last year, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think maybe I had one right there that did not seem to make it through the winter, But if 5 of the 6 did, this one also kind of suspect. Not looking great right now, but it's really just started to be spring. So I think that took me 4 bags of lava rock. This would probably take about 8 to do it right, but I think that will be, this bed will be another, this will be a quick project. Again, I put a couple of bushes in here. Peonies doing really well. We'll see if they end up blooming. That one not looking great, whatever that was. That one also not looking great. And this one I can't quite tell. So I planted last year, I don't know, about maybe, no, I'm sorry, 2 years ago, I planted about 50 bulbs in here. And you can see a couple of them coming up back there, but I've had nothing bloom. Those pansies are left over from last year. They survived the winter and are still here. I'm going to pull some of these weeds, and then I'm going to get started on project number 2 for today. Okay, project number 2 involves these guys. Here's the ramps that used to connect. They're spools, but because I used particle board, it got weathered and really weak, and people got fat and broke their ramps. So, watch out. Here, Penny. I am going to fix their ramps. Measure. Oh, I only need 2. Interesting, but this one, oh no, I need one to get up to. This one is very close to breaking, so I'll be removing this one and replacing it as well. So I'm just going to measure what I need here. All right, 4 feet. And 6 feet. 4 feet and 6 feet. The goats have been banished because they're annoying anytime I'm trying to work in here. So banished they go. Don't go over there. Leonard, get off. No, that one's not attached anymore. Holy crap, annoying goats and dogs. that's better for sure. Much thicker, much sturdier. That should hold up a little bit better. I'm not sure how thick this one is. I guess maybe they're both 1/2 inch. But I don't think... Oh, it's kind of steep, right? I think this was the one that I had for the ramp. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe just because it's fatter. I guess it's about the same size. I just don't have any more of those skinny things to make steps. So let me see if I can get this one attached, and then I'll go see what I can find in terms of steps. All right, so this one will have fat steps, because that's the only kind of wood that I had. But I don't even know that anybody uses this ramp, so I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. I did find the old ramp. This one's about 1 foot shorter, but most of the goats don't even need this. This is mostly for Bernie, and I'm not even sure. Huh, Bern? Not even sure you use it. As always, at the tail end of my project, the GoPro died. So here's little Bernie. Don't tell anyone, but she's my favorite. So, new ramp, new bridges, and new steps on the bridges. So hopefully this lasts a little bit longer than the pressed wood that I used, which frankly I just used that last year because that was the scrap wood that I had left over from, I don't know, some project. So this long piece of plywood I had left over from, I believe, the floor of that. And then I did buy one 4 foot by 2 foot piece at Menards this weekend. Again, my ramp, not the greatest, but it'll do for now. So now I'm gonna put a little bit more bedding in the goat house because it's supposed to snow this week. And their straw is pretty compressed. So they're having a good time playing outside. Chasing each other around. And Bernie is happy to be away from them because they're mean to her because she's a little midget girl. She's super cute and chubby.